It's the big one. It's the grand finale of the Sudurpaschim in Nepal Premier League, powered by NPL. It is West versus East. It is Sudurpaschim Royals taking on the Janakpur Bolts. There's a few famous days in the cricket. It's been the inaugural Nepal Premier League and it has been quite simply exceptional. It's exceeded every expectation and it's a very good afternoon and a warm welcome from me. It's a real honour to be here, and as always I've got HD Ackerman alongside me. HD, 32 different ways in which they got here. The Sudurpaschim Royals, I thought they were...
The Royals is that they've got different people winning games.
Plenty to get through. Let's get straight out to the pitch report. That's going to be with Manali Patel.
Final day here at the NPL, and let's talk conditions. Sunny skies as expected, about 17 degrees, expected to get to a high of 18 and stay there for the entire game. Let's talk boundary sizes. East to west we have 62, 63, 64 behind me, and 65 meters to the left of me. When we look at this surface, well, it's dry, it's fairly hard as well. Very little moisture and almost no cracks. So what does this tell us? It's about to be a belter of a pitch. And we're expecting runs about 160, 170 plus. And the conditions aren't going to change much throughout this game. So whether you bat first, you bowl first, it should not make a difference as long as you do it right with the bat. The bowlers, well, they got to try and find some wickets here because it really does look like a proper batting track.
Namaste Nepal! Final ko josh kasto cha? Tayar hunahuncha? We are all set for the toss for the one final time in the Sudurpaschim Nepal Premier League powered by NPL. And I have the star cast to my left for the ultimate showdown. And standing alongside them is the ultimate silverware as well, that incredible piece of silverware with our lovely two mascots as well. To begin with, to my immediate left, the captain of the Sudurpaschim Royals, Dipendra Singh, adjudicate the flip of the coin. Match referee, Mr. Manu Nair. Home side, Sudurpaschim Royals. Dipendra for the one last time in NPL Season 1. Give that a flip.
Head. Heads is the call.
Heads is the call by bowls. Sudurpaschim Royals. Dipendra Singh, Irie, you win the toss. What have you decided and why?
Batting first. The pitch हेर्दाखेरि अलि राम्रो छ, so त्यही भएर batting first.
I didn't hear that because of the loud cheer. You're batting first, I hear.
Yeah.
Right. What do you make of this atmosphere, this occasion? You're one match away from history.
एकदमै राम्रो सपोर्ट छ र अब लास्ट एउटा म्याच छ, एउटा म्याच अब 100% दिएर आफूले ट्रफी जित्नेछ, त्यही नै हो.
Right, you've been in a very good run of form. You've had two outings against them. You won both. Have you discussed this in the dugout?
त्यस्तो हामीले प्लानिङ चाहिँ गरेको छौँ र त्यही अनुसारले खेलिरहेछौँ. one match by एक म्याचमा खेलिरहेछौँ, सो त्यही भएर त्यही प्लानिङ छ. अब
right, now that you're batting first, what's the runs you're looking to score first up?
I think 160 plus.
And what about your playing 11 for this big final?
Same team.
All the very best, Dipender. One match away from history. Give it your best.
Thank you.
Asif, what would you have done had you won the toss?
We were looking to bat first as well, but it's okay. It gets better in the second inning as we have played a lot of matches in the TU. So anything below 170 will be a good score to chase.
What do you make of this atmosphere, this vibe, how big an occasion it is? You're one step away from history.
I mean, looking at this crowd, it's always motivate us to play under them. And like we're going to play as best we can.
Right, now that they're batting first, what do you think is a safe score over here to restrict them?
As I said, I mean anything below 170 would be a good score to chase.
What about your playing 11?
We are on chance.
All the very best.
Thank you.
There you have it. The news from the centre is that in the big final, Sudurpaschim Royals have won the toss and they'll be batting first. Tends to be the way to go, doesn't it? In a grand final, you win the toss, you want to get those runs on the board. Both sides unchanged. Brandon McMullen has constant.
Thank you very much, Andrew and HD. The moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the championship final of the Sudurpaschim Nepal Premier League, powered by NPL. It's the Sudurpaschim Royals taking on the Janakpur Bolts. And Look at that for a turnout today as well. It's a packed house once again. And just as we speak about the fans, it's the grand entry of the teams that will be cheered for. Two teams have risen to the top, each driven by an unrelenting desire to claim the ultimate prize. And we all gather here for the one last time in NPL Season 1 to witness the culmination of months of dedication, perseverance and passion. 17 days of pulsating, exciting and entertaining cricket, which has witnessed 31 matches, and it now boils down to the epic clash, the Judgment Day and the ultimate showdown, Hamro Jeet, with that incredible piece of silverware as the two teams walk out to line up for the national anthem. The Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium is a cauldron of noise, a kaleidoscope of colour and a sea of frenzied fans. Yes, and you'd want to believe this is a good toss to win. What a player he's been for the side. Tugaline, Janakpur both have not had the greatest of outings in their last couple of games, but they'll want to erase all of that. And that's what they'll be keen to do, is put up a very fine effort. You can still see a lot of people coming in. The stadium is filled to capacity by the fans here. And we're coming to you live for the one last time in Season 1 from the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium. Look at that. NPL Season 1 is more than just a game. It's a celebration of life, of passion and of Nepal fans. Every boundary, every wicket and every run is met with a deafening roar. These fans are living their best lives at the moment, Monali.
Yeah, most definitely are. And that man on screen, Jimmy Neesham, he has been a star performer, especially with the bat for the Bulls, and he will be required today, you'd assume. And something tells me the fans, we talk about them, we talk about their support, and they're really going to miss the Nepal Premier League after today. They'll have to wait a whole year for it to come back.
I was just speaking to a couple of fans and they did tell me, sir, we don't know what to do after this. But I'll tell you what, this man's been in the thick of things. Started off as a middle order bat. He's got a 50 to his credit. One of the few batters, 4 batters for Sudurpaschim Royals to register the 50 in this tournament. 90 against the Lumbini Lions, but the strike rate very impressive as an opening batter, 130. Very dangerous left-handed batter, and the senior pro, 34-year-old Vinod Bhandari, fresh from a 50 in that last game. How well has he got into the groove for the Sudurpaschim Royals? A couple of 30s, a best of 58 against the Janakpur Bulls in qualifier 1. Walked away with the player of the match, and this is a very strong, formidable opening pair for the Royals.
And that's what makes them so lethal, the Royals. The consistency up at the top. For the Bulls, it's going to be Harsh Thakur to start things off. A best of 5 for 23. He's picked up 11 wickets. He's been impressive. The young'un from Canada. I'm sure the nerves are coming into play. It's a big game. The crowd's roaring. Here we go. It's time for the action to start.
Play is the call. And here we are for the ultimate showdown. Yeah, immediate runs here. Full ball. Off the mark is Zeb. And so are the Royals as well. With a single down to long off. Wow. Indeed, deep square leg and a long on. 2 fielders in the deep for the off spinner. Yeah, he means business. He goes over the infield, clears it as well. Will get a couple of runs. And look at the chants and cheers in the stadium as well. It's a boisterous crowd, and the boys in yellow have incredible support here.
Well, intentions made very clear. And we talk about intent, there it is. A bit tossed up, and he's throwing his bat at it, Binod Bandari. He didn't have the most control on it, but he's off the mark. And it's signs of things to come.
No protection in the deep on the offside. This time goes with a big heave, and he'll go the distance as well. In only the third delivery of the innings, the Royals get a maximum. That's the Siddharth Bank 6, and Binod Bandari is making intentions very clear.
Just a bit too full this time from Harsh Thakur. It allows Binod Bandari to get down on that one knee. And that's the first Siddhartha Bank maximum. Had Mohsin in the deep, but he picked the gap.
And the pressure will be felt for the fielding side. Drifting down leg. Not much could Milanta do behind the stumps. 5 wides. And in 8 deliveries, the Royals have already moved, or should I say raced, to 24. Was that an opportunity? I wonder what was the communication this time between the batters, but that was a very good chance. So close.
Have been a bit hesitant between the wickets, these two. Binod Bandari, yes, no, sent back. I think he's the one who actually turned back. Noticed the fielder was coming in nice and hot.
You don't want to run out at this stage. No way. Yeah, he'll take the pace of the ball this time.
Much more like it. After 12 balls with not a single run, suddenly the Royals get going again. Experience it with their families, with their kids. Quite remarkable. As that'll be 4 more, the third of the over. Thakur may be being asked to bowl 1 too many in the power play. Imagine what it was like for Paras Khadka. Requests for tickets, for passes. Gets it a good way in front to square and will get 4. Don't think it's gone all the way. I think it's 1 bounce. It's a stylish pull stroke from a very stylish cricketer, Saif Zaid.
Just going to have a little look-see here to see if it's gone all the way. Now, I think that Saif Zaid for me has been one of the surprise packages. That's going to be 4. In that he's been really good with him with the ball, played a beautiful innings of 90 earlier on in the competition.
Not one of many errors. Too many errors from both sides. Great innovation. It's the full switch hit. Completely changes his stance. Not the power switch it, but gets enough of it.
The decision to play that stroke, because now there's 2 men behind point on that offside. So he could go the other way if he wants to.
Instead he goes down the ground. Long on is out there. Can he get underneath it? Oh no, he can't. He settled himself. It went miles to the heavens. One of the highest Siddhartha.
Against Jimmy Neesham. Left arm spin against the left-hander. Great shot. That is a great shot. I'm really struggling to complete my story here, but he's got an economy rate of under 4. What about this for a stroke? The Pendra Singh Airi, there is plenty. Ishan Pandey, who's had such a good tournament as well. So these two can play with all the freedom in the world.
Oh, this is hammered. And hammered into the grandstand for 6. What a way to bring up your 50. It comes off 33 deliveries. Four more. Everything must go already as early as the 10th over. He's changed gears all right. Zaid is flying, and Neesham The double teapot is out.
Have been on a leather hunt. Mawson to continue. No respite if you're a bowler, because that ball is going the distance today, and that one's out of here as well. Vinod Bhandari has been quiet for a while.
Only highlight for the Bolts in this entire 10.2 overs. It's been smashed down the ground, and it's a one bounce four. Jimmy Neesham had no chance on that one. It was traveling. They're making very easy work of this, the Royals.
Couple of days as well, Monali. They played their last league game. We'll take a look at this. Sliced. It was in the air, but wide of the fielder at backward point. Back live. Over the bowler's head. Into the side screen as well. McMullen with long levers frees his arms and gets plenty of bat on it. What a way to end over number 14. Drone has worked overtime and given us some of the most sensational views. Yeah, he's got a lot of bat on this one. It's more like a no-look shot from Harmeet Singh, and that's out of here as well. That's the Siddharth Bank maximum. He gets the promotion once again, and he repays the fate with a wonderful strike.
Oh, Mohsen, a little too leg side. That's a free hit, asking to be hit away. And Harmeet Singh's not going to miss many of those. Swinging into the leg side, the fielder might have thought he's in contention for a very short time, and then he watches it sail over his head for a six.
That's the beauty of Nepal.
Oh, this is another one. It's another one. Tried to slap it through the offside, and straight into the hands. It's Harmeet.
Score to chase for the Bolts.
Straight down the ground, two fielders there. Oh dear! A collision, the last thing we want to see. Akash Tripathi, I think, is one of them. They probably couldn't hear it.
Underused, maybe.
They'll probably try to run the second. They've got nothing to lose in doing so. Oh, he's dropped it. They might run a third here because the bails are off. Chaos again. 2 runs to the total and the wicket. The run out at the non-striker's end. That's Ishan Pandey who's gone. Oh, cricket in Nepal. You can never take your eyes off it. You can never predict it. You just never know what will happen next. One thing's for certain though, the Sudurpaschim Royals, they've posted 184 for 9 in the grand final.
This had to be one. I mean, they hadn't even turned when he started to throw the ball. Oh, the keeper has made such a hash of that. Milanta. It should have been one. They get 2. The Bolts, they've got some batting to do.
Well, it's a completely different game from the qualifier too, but there's shades of it, isn't there? That was a low-scoring classic. Of it, isn't there? That was a low-scoring classic. Are we now in for a high-scoring classic? Because the Sudurpaschim Royals have posted one of the highest totals of the tournament. Being honest, they should have got to 200. They should have been the first team to do that in this first season of the NPL.
Thanks, Lenny. Quite something indeed. That's going to be the first runs off the bat. The Bolts are off. And they're off in what should be a very difficult chase for them. It's a lot of runs on the board. They still need 184. But what a first innings it's been from the Royals. That opening partnership for the Royals, as good as it gets. Set the tone for the rest of it as well.
Yeah, I think the Milanta promotion back up to open is twofold. One, because it's such a large chase, required run rate over 9 right from the off. As Singh squares up Asif Sheikh, who does look shy of confidence. Nice pick-up shot. Maybe a sign of things to come. Nearly goes all the way, but instead it will be the first Super 4 powered by NCL 4G of the chase, as Milanta 13 wickets in the tournament, rounding out his excellent efforts with the ball. The good news is he's got his shirt back on his back, number 42.
Lovely cover drive, that'll be 4. Sparkling start from Malanta.
I mean, he, along with his team, have come out with a standout product.
That will fill Asif Sheikh full of confidence. He is shy of runs, but he is a class player. Wicket, cause we might. This one pierces the gap. Little short, little wide. And guided away for 4 more. Malanta has started brightly.
Tried to pull him.
Four more. A huge amount of cricket to play here, but if this goes close and if the Bolts end up winning, Sudurpaschim will have lost it at points in their batting. It was chaotic, it was frenetic.
Not entering panic mode.
4 more. Overpitched, low full toss, sometimes difficult to put away. Malanta deals with it perfectly. Pick up pull shot. Slightly shorter side, all the way. They are cruising here.
He might take a serious injury. Cut away in the gap, and it's going to be more runs. This time it's Asif Sheikh, and he picks up a boundary off Dipendra Singh Airi.
3rd time the El Clasico's ever been played. Slog swept again. Not out of the middle, but more than enough. And oh, a big chance. Oh, glorious. Asif Sheikh at his vintage best. The Bolts in full control. They're well ahead.
Yeah, he's a sight to watch today. He's a sight to behold in full flow. Asif, the captain, is saying it's time to make it count. Good delivery. Yeah, and that's why you... Oh, this is ordinary cricket. Needless throw. Extra run conceded. Bowl says thank you very much. And that's why you have to go back to the innings of the Royals as well. 117 runs in this over so far. It's been a good and a quiet one. Not so quiet. Because it's a wicket. And it's a big one. And it's the captain of the Janakpur Bolts. Zeb strikes in his first over. The move has worked. And this is a big opening here for the Royals. He's got some bat on it, and it's enough to clear the field at long off. It's raining sixes here, and the Janakpur Bolts are looking very dangerous in the middle.
Siddhartha Bank 6 sent in to do this job, Mohsin. Not to mess around. They've got batters that they've pushed down the order. They've sent him up the order to do exactly that.
Ali Zaid, just a tad too short. And he played with the spin as this went some distance. Nearly took out the Amoda there.
It's actually gone into the practice pitches. I thought it was onto the VIP balcony. It was over it. Oh, what a strike. It was a friendly delivery. Slower through the air, dragged down, and that ball could be a while coming back.
And in the grand scheme of things, he's been quiet when we compare it to the other bowlers.
That's a poor delivery for someone who's had such a good tournament. It just says, hit me. Malanta into the 70s. He disappeared in the middle of the tournament.
The last 18 game days. A poor bowling. That'll be 5 wides again. Giving it away, the Royals at the moment. And Bolts are getting home without breaking a sweat at the moment. Yeah, this is the winning moment as well for the Janakpur Bolts. They create history. They emerge champions of NPL Season 1, and they've etched their names in the annals of history, forever remembered as the gold standard of achievement. The players run onto the field And the bowl synergy, you can see Thakur celebrating. The dugout erupted as well. They ran onto the field and the fans went ballistic. And this is the moment that Mayan Yadav, Harsh Thakur and the Janakpur Bulls will remember for a lifetime.
Came in as underdogs against a side that they'd played twice and lost to twice comprehensively. For the first 10 overs, they were fetching leather, and many thought it was going to be one-way traffic. But they scrapped back, got themselves into the contest, and then a hero emerged. Lahiru Malanta playing an innings of high class, taking them then to the brink. And then the Canadian Harsh Thakur taking them over the line.
We are seeing